Right then, so I've had a little bit of an idea which I want to talk to you about. And the idea's come about because I've been sort of looking at how the videos have been going with the Peter Rabbit, and I've been loving it. I've been loving the way that people have been mentioning their own little thing, you know. So like Bungle Collects has been mentioning himself, Bungle Collects, on his YouTube channel, and at the same time he's been taking absolutely every opportunity to give a bit of publicity to Middlesbrough Live and Middlesbrough, the whole thing about Middlesbrough and bringing people into the town and the Middlesbrough website and all that kind of thing. And then you've got someone else like Lorna who's, you know, championing pancreatic cancer. For me, it's lung cancer because of John, and stoma sufferers because I have one, pardon me, and for Gary it was mental health, and for someone else it's this, and for someone else it's that. And I think, you know, this, you know, I love this idea, the idea itself of what's happening right now, which is that all of these places, so places like the mental health place, all the places I've just mentioned, I don't need to go through the list again, but all the places I've just mentioned and more, which will be mentioned by other people, all of these places, none of them know. And that's quite a buzz to me. None of them know, right? We're all trying to help someone else here, there, whatever. But none of these people know that they're being promoted, as it were. None of these organisations know that they're being promoted. I certainly haven't got in touch with them all. And I've asked the agents, you know, not to specifically get in touch with them. They can if they want, but, you know, not to specifically get in touch with them, because I just like it. I like it. I think it's great when something happens out of the blue. A bit like that, all that pay it forward and all of that. You remember all of that and all that kind of stuff? I love all that kind of stuff. It's great. So I thought we'd have a go at it. Excuse me. I thought we'd have a little go at that. I thought we'd have a little go at... So here's the thing. I mentioned a little while ago Bungle Collects. Bungle Collects Coins is his name. And he's easy to find. You just search Bungle Collects Coins, or probably just search Bungle Collects, and you'll find him that way. Just got a notification I've got to flick off. So anyway, Bungle, he's like itching like mad, as anybody would be, to just hit and clear his 500 for subscribers, right? So I'm going to be giving away, so I haven't mentioned it yet in a video, even though I've mentioned it in the title. So I'm going to be giving away one. This is not clickbait or anything like that. Don't worry about that. Cool, clickbait. I mean, that's something else, isn't it? So, anyway, this isn't clickbait or anything like that. It's just me rambling as bloody usual. Right, so what I want you to do is, I'm not going to ask you to do anything for me in this video. Nothing for me whatsoever, right? We're going to pass it on a bit. So, what I'd like you to do is, for those of you that are interested, you know when you see videos of people that, like, they're called coin tubers now. I'm called a coin tuber now. All these people are called coin tubers. People that video themselves sorting out coins, right? So the video's down and they're sorting out the coins, whether it's on them or their hands or whatever, but you know the type of thing I mean. And you have people sorting through bags of coins, and of course it's quite a buzz seeing what these people find, you know. And Bungle Collects Coins, that's what he does a lot of. He does a lot of searching through coins and having the video on him to see what he can find. And sometimes he gets a couple of nice little finds. Anyway, this kind of thing does appeal to some people. It doesn't appeal to everybody. Some people, you know, prefer to see a video of cats meowing or playing or whatever. Some people like to watch all sorts of things. If you're the sort of person that likes to watch coins and you're interested in coins, then do us a favour, go over and subscribe to Bungle Collects. I'm not asking for your subscription on mine. You can subscribe if you want to. That'd be lovely. I always like more subscribers, but that's not what I'm asking you to do in order to win the coin. I'm asking you to do one of two things in order to win the coin. So, first of all, I'd like you to just search for, you know, hit the search button and type in Bungle Collects Coins. Nice and simple. And you'll come up with a lot of his videos. Go on one of his videos, leave a comment and subscribe. Help him get to his 500. Wouldn't it be great if he could get to his 500 like 2 weeks earlier than what he's thinking? He's thinking he's going to get there in a couple of weeks. I'm thinking, oh, well, we could just sort of maybe give him a bit of a boost, you know, and get him there now. And I've picked on Bungle Collects coins, honestly, and I'll be completely honest why I've picked on him. He's got right behind this from the moment he found out about it. Not only has he got behind it, but his wife, Lady M's, got behind it, and even his children as well, so, from what I understand. So the whole family's sort of getting behind it and helping in some little way or other. And I love what he's trying to do for Middlesbrough as well. And he's interested in the coins, and he's doing the coins, and I just think it'd be a nice little thank you. He doesn't even know I'm doing this. He'll know when he sees the video, because no doubt he'll watch the video. He watches some of them, not all of them, because I send him to sleep as well, but he'll see this, but he doesn't know I'm doing it, right? So by the time he's seen it, he might have already got boom, 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 dozen subscribers. Wouldn't that be cool? Right, so that's what I like to do. Okay. Bungle Collects coins, like a thing. And if you like what he does, subscribe to him, right? Please, thanks. Now, second thing I want you to do. What would you do, like, supposing it was a lottery, right? Supposing I'm not doing this, by the way, but supposing I was going to do a raffle ticket. How much would you spend to buy a ticket? Would you spend £2 to win one of these? This is, by the way, a circulated version of the Peter Rabbit 2019, and there he is on the back. Right, that's the coin. Now it's a bit mucky, little bit, because I've had it in a box of battered coins. Now, there could be an argument as to whether or not this is classed as a circulated coin. And there's the letter of provenance that I've made and signed. And this is number 78 of 500. So, as far as the letter of provenance, before anybody has a dig at my letter of provenances and tells me, letter of provenance is rubbish and all the rest of it, remember, I've already covered that. You know, I've taken the mickey out of my own letter of provenance. So, but I'm doing it because that's how you're supposed to do it, right? This is also classed as art. I classed it as daft art, by the way. So somebody should enter this in an artist thing. I don't know how to do it, otherwise I'll do it myself. Now, right, so this is what we're going to win. We're going to win one of these coins. Can you see how I've sandwiched that between two pences? When I send these to the agents, I send the agents who are putting these out all over the country into circulation, I send them 10 50p coins, and each coin is sandwiched in a long line between 2p's. And then I send them one coin for putting them out for us. That's their wages for doing it, if you want to call it that. And that gets sandwiched between 2p's. Now, normally, when we send a coin out to a customer that buys and pays for a coin, we send that coin out with great care and great consideration. And we never, ever, ever pack a coin so that you have two coins touching each other. Never. However, in this case, we unceremoniously ripped open the packets, if you remember, if you watched the vids, and we literally reverse engineered it, debunked them, de-brilliant uncirculated them. We took all that brilliant uncirculated off and we trashed them in a big bowl of coins, and we give them a right old mullering, and shows that there is absolutely no way on earth somebody could take that coin and sell it as a brilliant uncirculated. No way. It's far too beat up now, scratched, right? Now, there's a very good argument to be had that says, until I put this into a machine and it physically goes into circulation, it can't be classed as one of them. I sort of get that side of the argument. However, I did say at the beginning of this that I'm doing this to 500. We're taking 400 of them and putting them out there for free into circulation. 40 of them are going to the agents for putting them out. That leaves 60, of which I'm giving them to employees and family and so on, and hopefully raising a bit of money with some of them later on once they start going up a bit in value, which I believe they will. I reckon the minute they go into the machine, they're worth 100 quid of a go. So this is one of those 500. This is number 78, and it goes with that letter of provenance. And they are sent through the post specifically on purpose, sandwiched between dirty old 2p coins, to make sure that through the post, hopefully they'll get knocked and banged and moved about a little bit without rattling in the bag to let people know there's coins in the bag. Very careful on how we do that. But because the way we've sandwiched them, they're getting even more uncirculated and more uncirculated, more uncirculated. Right, you can be as careful as you like with this and polish it up and everything. It will never be brilliant uncirculated ever again. So, I thought I'd give a couple away. And I'm going to give away on this video one of them. Now, this could turn out to be, let's put it this way, right? Toss of a coin, and down it comes. Heads, it becomes absolutely bloody worthless. Nobody would give tuppence for it. That's the worst thing that can happen, right? Right. Comes down the other way. Actually, this takes off. Actually, that becomes very sought after and very valuable. And what leads me to believe that immediately already is because the sort of proof of that in my mind is the amount of emails I'm getting from people asking me to sell them one. And I'm saying, no, sorry, can't. Not yet. I haven't decided yet to sell which ones I'm going to sell. And when I do, I'll let everybody know. All right? So, that's what leads me to think they're going to be worth money. Now, you want to win one of these with a letter of provenance. Right? And you know you've got to do something. So, I want you to go and have a look at Bungle. If you like what he does, subscribe to his channel. Let's get him up to 500. Okay, that's one thing. Next thing I want you to do, and maybe leave a comment and say, you know, I subscribe to Bungle, or I'm already a subscriber of Bungle's, because some of my subscribers are subscribers of Bungle. So if you are a subscriber of Bungle, just leave a comment and say I'm already a subscriber. Now, the other thing I'd like you to do is now, you know, like I said, how much would you pay for a ticket? Now, some of you might go, I'd pay 10 quid for a ticket, chance to win one of them. Some of you might go, I'd pay 50p. Some of you go, I'll pay 10p, right? What I'm going to ask you to do is, to buy your ticket, it's not going to cost you any money. It's not going to cost you any physical money to buy your ticket. I want you to buy your ticket by doing something for someone else. And then say so here. This is why. I want to see, it's just a silly, weird idea I had, right? And I thought, I wonder if we could push this just a little bit further, right? So, see if you can follow my train of thought. Just supposing for a second, just three people did something, right? 3 people went over and subscribed to Bungle, and 3 people went off and did something nice. Person number 1 comes on and says, I bought a homeless man a cup of coffee. Person number 2 comes along and says, I just shared my local Cats Homes post on Facebook. Someone else comes along and says, what else would somebody do? Somebody could, so they've bought a homeless person a cup of coffee. Someone else could do, like I said, share a post, and maybe someone shares another post. Maybe someone says, oh, there's a woman's refuge around here in our area, and I've shared a post and made a donation of £1. Right? Put a comment. Now, if the person who donated £1 to the women's refuge, that's £1, right? The other person shared something. Well, you can't. Can you value a share? Let's value a share at, say, 10p. It's worth 10p, right? Because that's worth 10p's worth of advertising, say, to that little organisation that wouldn't have got that share ordinarily. Got me? Got to sort of follow this. I've got a weird head. So let's call that 10p. So now, £1 10p, right? Now, the other person, say, who put a comment and said, I just bought a homeless person a cup of coffee. That's a couple of quid. Right? So call that £2.50. So now, £2.50 plus £1 for the donation, plus 10p for the share, that's now £3.50, £3.60. So if that's all it's got, was those 3 there, right, then this has raised £3.60. Right? Okay, so now follow my thought, right? Supposing 10,000 people saw this video in a week. I'm just using that as a figure. I know there's no chance 10,000 people will ever watch one of my videos, but supposing they'd all fall asleep. Half the country would stop working. So Supposing there was 10,000, it's just easy for figures, right? 10,000 people watched the video, and 1,000 people came on and said, I just bought a homeless person a cup of coffee. I mean, there's 1 million homeless people out there worldwide, right? This is open worldwide. Anyone in the world can enter this, right? So if 1,000 of you suddenly left a comment and went, I've just bought a homeless person a cup of coffee, and we know a cup of coffee is £2.50, and 1,000 people did that, that's £2,500. All of a sudden, we've turned this into £2,500 of good. Of good, do you see? Not by giving me £2 for a ticket, not by giving me £1 for a ticket or anything like that, but by you going out and doing something for somebody else that's the equivalent of buying a ticket for this. If I said to you, give me £2 or give me £1 raffle ticket, I'd probably get hundreds of you going, yeah, go on. Well, I don't want your money. So how about you pay that £1 for your ticket, for your chance, by going and do something for somebody? You know, a couple of quid. £1, 50p, whatever you think it's worth to enter yourself into the competition to get a free one. If you think it's only worth 10p a ticket, then go and share something on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube for a little community project for a one-man band. I often champion those because I cannot tell you how many people there are in your town that are little one-man bands that are trying to do a little bit of good in their community, and they just need a leg up. That's all they need. I've been there, I know, I've worn that t-shirt, I've done it. They just need a leg up. These people are already giving an immense amount of time, passion and energy into what they're doing. And believe me, it is so easy to fall flat on your face, and to fall flat out of puff, and to fall flat on your ass, and to run out of breath, and to run out of motivation, and to get fed up. They just need a little boost. And these little one-man bands, there's very few places they can get a little boost from. That's why I champion them. So have we got the rules for this? Rule number 1, go and have a look at Bungle. See if you like his vids. If you like his vids, subscribe. That's your choice to subscribe. I'm not telling you to subscribe. I'm just asking you to go and have a look at his vids. If you like what he does, then you subscribe, hopefully, and we get him up to his 500. Do something for somebody. Do something for somebody, but don't tell them you're doing it. Do a little bit of something nice, you know? Now, there's a million ways you can do that. I mean, I could think of so many ways, but it would take up so much time, you know? But I love doing a little bit of something without anybody realising it. We went up to Scotland one day, me and Fran, and we see these homeless people around Glasgow, and it was really weird because it was a different kind of atmosphere to what it was in England. Anyway, I digress. So I went into a coffee shop and I said to the coffee shop people, I want to buy a gift card to put some money on it, and I want to go and give it to a homeless person so we can come in and get a cup of coffee. And how about if I put a £5 on, you add a £5 too? It took me ages, but I talked the coffee shop owner into matching me for the donation. So now that card was worth twice as much. I went out, I'll give it to a homeless person. When you want a cup of coffee, mate, there you go, there's a card. Right. So you could do something like that. You could, if you know a local cafe, you could say to that cafe owner, for example. Another one is to say to the cafe owner, look, you know the homeless people that come in from time to time. Do you notice somebody that you think, now that person could do with a hand? And that cafe bloke, woman, will probably say to you, as it happens, yeah, I know 1 or 2 people like that. You know, it's a shame, but they could really do with a hand. They don't want to be where they are, you know. And you could say, well, look, here's a £5. Next time they come in, give them a breakfast, but don't tell them it's from me. Don't tell them it's from, just give them a breakfast, you know. And I sometimes think that way you can, because you're helping out twice. You're helping out the homeless person, for example, but you're also helping out a local business. Because that local business, they're earning money out of that £5. They're earning it, so that's what they're about. They're there to make money, which is great. So you're helping a little business and you're helping a homeless person, 2 for 1. You see what I mean? So that's what I want to do. I want you to do something for somebody, and I want you to come back here and say. Now, the reason I want you to come back here and say is not to kudos yourself up, because on the one hand, it's like, well, how am I being selfless if I then go and leave a comment to say that I've done it? You're leaving the comment to do me a favour, because I want to see how much this is worth. If 100 of you spend £1, then, and I choose a winner and send it off to that winner, then we've essentially raised 100 quid with this, just like that, just like that, right? And if anybody comes on and says, I shared a post for a project, or I did that, we'll cast that as 10p. Then when we add it up, we'll go down there and add up all the comments, and then we'll add up how much money all of this adds up to, and whatever amount that adds up to, that's how much we've managed to raise with this one single coin and one single letter of provenance. You got it now? Right? So I'm not asking you to do anything with me. I'm not asking you to publicise me. I'm not asking you to do anything with me. I'm just saying, if you'd like one of those, there it is. Now, what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and do this for Facebook as well. So Morag will automatically post this on Facebook. So we'll have one for Facebook. We will talk to Katie to see if she can handle doing this on Twitter and Instagram. If she can, we'll do it on both. But I'll see on that. But I will speak to Morag and get her to do this on Facebook too. So we have 2 of these. We have one at the moment giving away on YouTube. And in the comments, please say, roughly, if you spent money, how much you spent. If it was a good deed, just say the good deed, and we will put a price on that good deed, whether it's a couple of quid, a 5 or a 10 or whatever. But if it's a good deed that you did for somebody that doesn't know, then put the good deed down. Say, I did this for so-and-so. I gave my local charity shop that's for the local dogs rescue, I gave them a bag of clothing, and I'll put a value on that bag of clothing, right? And then at the end of it, I want to add it up and see what one single solitary, classed by some now as a completely crappy, worthless coin, classed by others as a very valuable coin, and one A4 printout of a homemade letter of provenance, what can that raise? And how much can you help me raise in order to win that? Do it as many times as you like, enter as many times as you like. So go and buy 10 homeless people a cup of coffee, leave 10 comments. Yeah? The more you do, the more you enter. Just like buying a ticket. The more tickets you buy, the more you're entered. So if you buy 10 cups of coffee, leave a comment on 10 times. Don't leave comments on comments, just leave comments, because it's those front ones that I go to. Got it? So if you've got the competition, if I haven't waffled on for too long, you understand the rules. Go and check out Bungle. Go and do some good for somebody, somehow, some way. I don't care how you do it. I don't care who you do it for. Just do a little bit good. Come back here, say what you've done, and then where are we? We're in September at the moment. Let's keep it running for. Let's keep it running for September. Let's keep this running for a couple of weeks, shall we? End of September. All right? Yeah, end of September. So we'll pull a winner on this at the end of September, and we'll see how we've gone. How much money have we raised in, 25 days for other people from just that? Got it? So if you want to win that, I'm showing you the 2 Ps. If you want to win that, Peter Rabbit 2019 circulated condition, the very first one to be given away as a prize. It'll have number 78 out of 500. That's all you got to do. Thanks very much. This has been Ian, www.thegreatbritishcoinhunt.com.